Good luck, good luck. Oh, I guess you guys couldn't see any of that chat. We were just talking. We were talking badly about Twitch chat behind you guys' back. No biggie. I was like, oh my god, your chat is so much worse than my chat. Basically what I said. He's like, no, 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 your chat. MCanning, I've seen your chat. It's absolute buns. That's what he says to me. Alright, so we have wicked strong stalkers. I almost want to try to go for like a blink stalker all in, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm also not sure if being purple and blue. Oh my god, I got chrono. Oh, that's that's a bit different. I forgot. That'll take a bit of getting used to.
You must construct additional pylons.
Been a while.
You need more minerals. In my day, we mined 8 minerals at a time.
Would it be dirty to cheese him? Oh my god, Chrono is 50? You guys serious? What's that about? 50 for Chrono. That's kind of hefty. What's up, Zadikov? How you doing, man?
Whoa, need more energy, little guy.
Chrono being back. That's pretty funky.
Need more energy.
Said he wasn't going to cheese me. That's exactly when you hit with the cheese. That's exactly when you hit with the cheese, dude. I wouldn't. I mean, I probably shouldn't go blink stalker because I probably should investigate. But what is this? This is the public test realm. Basically, this is what the game is going to look like in November when they patch everything.
We require more minerals.
So, am I supposed to make... Should I try like a standard build? Should I try like Oracle? I don't know what I should open with.
You have not enough minerals.
We'll try Colossus is what we'll do. We'll go Colo.
Whoa, need more energy, little guy.
No mothership core.
Need more energy.
I don't know how to play that. I also don't know how I want to get to Colossus here.
Not enough energy.
I don't really want to go. So it's like 75? Oh my god, it's so small! Oh my god. This wall. It couldn't be more ugly. I don't know if this shield battery is way too early, but it's here. Oh no.
Whoa, need more energy, little guy.
Oh dear lord. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. That is not good pathing for me. So the stalker can't fit, is what was happening. Just so we're all on the same page. That stalker cannot actually fit. My man Adroset, dude, welcome back to the fam. Good to have you here. I'm gonna have to end up killing, I'm gonna have to kill something. Oh god. Oh no. Let's wall off here. Because my wall is absolutely buns.
They're attacking your base, you know.
Shouldn't be able to kill this, right? I'm definitely forgetting a chrono. I'm gonna go Colo. Oh, I can feel myself being judged for my wall. As I probably should be being judged.
Not enough energy.
The thing is, I've actually been going Colossus a fair amount on
Whoa. We need more money. Minerals.
on normal ladder.
Research complete.
Probably should have gotten this gas, huh?
Not enough energy.
Without Mothership Core, I definitely feel weird. Wait, so I can recall at any time, though. I have no idea what he's doing. Watch him go mutes on me here. I could have made an immortal, but I didn't. I mean, isn't Chrono insanely good? I think it is.
We require more minerals.
Let's go in. Oh, you can double Chrono again, right? Yeah, that'll take some getting used to. Yeah, I'm not used to that. I'm used to just being able to Chrono normally, right? I mean, it looks like Swarm Host or something, honestly.
Whoa. Need more.
I mean, it looks like he's coming over here to attack me or something, doesn't it? He's droning pretty heavily. He's got like Mass Roach. I'm very interested in his do Infestors have some ability that I need to be ready for? I'm gonna get this observed with my army.
Research finished.
Okay. Oh, we should have one of these shield batteries here, right? Maybe two?
Your pylon is under attack. You have not enough minerals.
I'm just gonna bring... I think this is really good for me.
You're out of supply. Make more pylons. Mineral.
Wicked supply block because I lost that one.
We're running out of minerals back home.
This is really good for me. I probably should have gotten Storm. I actually should be making this my base as well. I could recall. Right? Oh my god! I thought that up there. I meant to have that. Let's switch to something else. Recall! I gotta say, it didn't go well. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had my fair share of better fights. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Your probes are getting wrecked. Research complete.
From the shadows I come.
Hey, your base is under attack, man. Mineral field depleted.
Oh boy. I have a single disruptor. Let's see how this puppy goes. Oh. Yeah, she will be extinct. I mean, I don't have Storm,
Your probes are
but I also don't really have anything to make here.
Your base is under attack again. Not enough Vestian gas. Warp in more pylons. Hey, your base is
I'm gonna have to kill some of this crap.
You can't.
Holy moly.
Hey, your base is under attack, man.
From the shadows I come.
I'm gonna have to try to use Archons and stuff.
Hey, your base is under attack. It's a trap. Your forces are under attack.
I don't think I have enough, frankly. Ah! Wow. Fungal slow is weird. I wonder, is it stronger, you think? I really need like Robo or something. I mean, I don't really see how I can win from this spot. I mean, we killed a decent amount of his bases, but I didn't really think I was gonna lose my army like I did. But I certainly did. I don't know how Blink Stalkers are gonna end up doing this.
Pylon under attack.
I guess I should have made more gates. I don't even have an observer anymore. I don't think I'm gonna be able to build an army big enough to even deal with that. Wait. Okay, I do have that on at least. I mean, I have 3 bases.
They're attacking your base, you know. Mineral. You can't warp in there.
I don't really see how I can do this.
We're running out of minerals back home.
I really need a Robo. Oh my lord.
They're attacking your
Well, we're gonna hope Stalkers are really strong.
You can't warp.
Stronger than I even need them to be. Oh dear lord. Yeah, I guess you could consider this a problem.
We're running out of minerals back home. Hey, your base is under attack, man.
I don't know, would you consider this a problem? I haven't decided yet if this is good or bad for me.
You can't warp in there.
Hmm.
Your base is under attack again.
Battle is upon us.
Yeah.
They're going. You must construct additional
Well.
pylons.
Wow, they do attack slow. I think I shouldn't be focusing, maybe.
You must
That was a really bad fight for him,
Watch your mineral
but
line.
I don't think it matters. Okay, it definitely doesn't matter.
Hey, your base is under attack. It's a trap.
Yeah, I don't even have an observer. We've killed 2 infestors, but I actually don't even have an observer.
They're attacking your base, you know.
I feel like I have to blink, even though I don't want to.
That needs a power field. Inside. Whoops. We require more minerals.
Yeah. GG. Okay, dude. That disruptor shot was weaker than anticipated. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my opener was pretty useless, right? I didn't really actually do anything with my opener. I just kind of opened, and then I tried to get to Colossus after like a weird opener. Didn't work out well for me. It's safe to say, it didn't work out well for me. But oh well. Interesting. Interesting to say the least. Adam is back. Half a year in the family. Are you kidding me? No wonder the kid is an absolute stud. He's been in the family for half a year. That water splashed in my eye. But appreciate the love, Adam. Good to have you. Old Stalker's better. Hard to know. I think this new Stalker might be better in close situations. Also, I kind of screwed my wall up that game, right? Because I was expecting the battery shield to be bigger. So I was trying to make it part of my wall, and then I ended up, my Stalker was not big enough, right? Yeah, it was a bit sloppy, one may say. Alright, is this his, hold on. Where am I going? I think I'm in Pig's Discord already. I am. Hello? Hello?
My man.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was interesting.
Yeah, the Zerg hasn't changed that much. So
I know.
It's a little bit like unfair. I think you're like playing around with shield batteries, and I'm just
Yeah,
by
well,
the way,
I kind of hurt myself in the beginning because I thought the shield battery would be bigger, and then I tried to make it part of my wall, and then it did not fit out with my wall. And then, like, your first 4 lanes, my Stalker couldn't actually get through that. It was blocked, so I couldn't actually escape with my first Stalker. So then he almost surrounded my Stalker, but then, yeah, that was, I don't know. I definitely haven't seen Roach and Fester in a while. Is the fungal stronger now? Does it do more damage or something?
it's the same damage, but its area is bigger. So
Okay, yeah.
like,
It felt,
even though
it
it
felt
doesn't-
strong. I don't know. Maybe it was. And plus, the
I
disruptor
think it's
feels
just the
really
AoE,
weak.
man. You could, like the AoE is kind of like a range increase if you think about it as well, like because
Yeah.
they can shoot further.
Yeah, I think.
And yeah, Colossi suck versus armored.
Yeah,
They do.
I was.
And,
Yeah, I
I
was
mean,
hoping you would do the. I was thinking Hydra Bane is like all I face all the time. So I was like, oh, Colossus might be good again. I've actually been doing Colossus a bit in the right now, like on the old patch, and sometimes it works, but then sometimes I play good Zerg and I just get smashed. So then I don't know. But like,
Yeah, it's really weird, eh? Like Interloper, it's not too bad on like maps where it's
Yeah.
like really choky,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
even then,
yeah,
you'll
Arcus
randomly
is not
have
good.
like all your Colossal turn, and they'll
Yeah,
shoot like
yeah.
Zerglings rather than the massive clump of Hydra Bane, and you're like, "What are you doing, Colossi?"
I mean,
Your whole army
for
just
me
gets
personally, what I think, I always say this on my stream, and I'm not sure if it's right, but in my opinion, what made the Colossus strong was not the Colossus, but was the force field. And I just don't think the Sentry's a big part of the game right now, or in general anymore. And I think without the Sentry, the Colossus will never be that strong. I
Yeah.
mean, it can still be. I mean,
I
it's still okay
agree.
in PvT, but versus Zerg, I just never like. It takes so long to get out, and then you just tech to Hive, and then Colossus has no good transition versus any Hive unit. Viper, Broodlord,
yeah.
Ultra, so it's bad versus everything.
like one timing, right?
Right.
Like you got to hit like before the hive.
I have to hope
and
they stay on mid game
You-
forever.
hope your force fields can block everything, and then you can swipe it all
Right.
down.
Have you?
Like,
I don't know.
It is scary, but it's hard to be reliable.
I don't know how much you've played with Disruptors, and this is my. I played one game with Disruptors versus Protoss. The guy was gold, but I think the Disruptor is going to be extinct if this patch hits. I really do. I don't see it
I'm not
being used.
sure. Yeah, I think it's nowhere near as strong, but
It's a lot weaker. I mean, the only time
Oh.
I can actually see it being useful is versus maybe Terran that tries to come in and snipe it. But the thing is, like, especially versus Zerg and Protoss, like, if you go charge lots or Zerglings, it's just gonna hit the charge lot or Zergling. So
yeah,
it's just gonna be,
that's-
it's just gonna keep shooting right in front. And like, I tried to get it right at the end there against your roaches. I had one disruptor out, and it literally, I hit your very first roach, and it just instantly exploded because it's the middle detonation, obviously. And I literally killed. I could have probably killed like 10 roaches, but I killed literally 1 or 2. I think the
and
disruptor is gone.
they only reduced the cooldown on the fire by like 3 seconds.
Right,
as
right, right.
well.
That's what I was saying.
From 21 to
I
18
just
to
don't think that's a
compensate.
big enough. Yeah, that's not a very big change. Like it's basically the same in a fight. 18 seconds to 21 seconds.
I think that's a really good point. I mean, obviously you're going to talk about it, but it makes sense because you saw the other nerf they had as well, right? Where it couldn't shoot when it drops out of a warp
Right,
prism,
they reverted
first
that. I knew they reverted that. Yeah,
because that one was just insane.
Yeah,
like, that was like actually stupid. It was
I mean,
like, wait, drops are a problem? Like,
yeah.
where?
Right. Like I talk about it on my stream quite a bit, and I mean, I kind of get it, and this is my current thoughts on the new patch and everything. Basically, is that with the disruptor specifically, you have a unit that like they change it, and like it's just the disrupt. Like maybe if the disruptor was seen at the highest level a lot, but it's really not seen very much at the very highest level. The disruptor, and like I see it, you know, it was in PvP for a while, but even the highest level PvP right now, it's starting to get phased out because it's easier to go Archon and transition to Carrier. Like Disruptor doesn't transition well when Mass Carrier happens. So the main army comp in PvP is more Charge Light Archon Immortal again in PvP at the highest PvP, and then versus Terran you see it every now and again, but you never see Disruptors versus Zerg at the highest level. So that's why I don't really understand the change, because you don't really see it dominating the highest level, and I think for people who are masters and below, the Disruptor is almost unusable because it's too hard to use for players. So I just don't know. I mean, I get it because they're trying to remove like the insta detonation, kill your entire army type aspect of it, right? That's kind of try to do with the Widowmine, but
Yeah.
the thing I don't get about that either is like when Legacy of the Void came out, they added the Disruptor kind of to like people were tired of the Colossus. Everyone hated the Colossus forever. And then they added the Disruptor, and now they're kind of like, well, we don't really like the Disruptor. It does too much damage. Is kind of what I get with them trying to change it like this. So I'm getting.
It seems like a lot of their changes were based around those sort of pain points, right? It was
right.
like
People are always like, I hate how I instantly lose. Stuff like that.
Exactly. Like Widow Mines, you know, so they just kill everything. Was one moment of inattention. So now Widow Mines are just revealed after they shoot once, which my brain is still trying to wrap its head around.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
this seems wrong.
That's pretty big nerf in PvT. I mean, it's not going to be... I don't know how big it'll be versus Zerg, because it's going to be kind of similar. Ling Bane. It's still pretty big. Because versus Protoss now, like, when you're playing Terran, I don't have to go Observer, like, ever anymore in the early game. Right? I can just skip it. Because I can just sack
a really
probe.
funny meta, right? Because I was testing it out this morning. I have no idea how it's going to play out.
Right.
Obviously. Fucking, innovation or anything.
Right.
I was playing with Gemini this morning,
yep.
and we were playing with it. And I was doing ghost rushes because playing against him I played a few other GM Protoss, and everyone's just like, I just go Twilight, I get up Blink, and 3-gate Blink Stalker is like, as a Terran, it's like you better have that bunker, you better have your SCVs repairing before they even start shooting, like get a siege tank up because the Stalkers are so scary. And I kept just playing very standard TVP and letting them do this. And then today I was like, you know what I haven't tested yet? The Ghost Rush, because you don't need to upgrade Cloak anymore.
Yeah.
So I was doing a build, and I'm not going to do it to you.
You can, I mean...
I've already done it a bunch today, and it's kind of weird, but it looks exactly like I might do it, we'll see. It looks exactly like a 2-on-1, but the second barracks is proxied on the map, which you don't get to verify. And then a ghost rocks up at like 4 minutes, a second ghost, a little bit after that. That's 3:45, actually.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So if you're lazy on your detection, then suddenly there's ghosts in the map.
The ghosts will actually end the game. They won't just be annoying.
Exactly. So I had I think we played 4 games or 5 against me and Gemini. It was really funny. You know that moment where you just like meta your friends so hard and you just shit on them. Like Gemini was not happy at the end of those games because it was like proxy ghost into an actual 2-on-1. So then he's like gone robo first and he's just like sitting there with observers, and then I just like double drop his main mineral line. He's out of position. Wow. No overcharge, no shield batteries. Just loses the game. The next game, the Ghost Rush happens again. His Oracle only tags one ghost. The other one kills a mineral line.
You've played quite a bit of PTR, right? You kind of. I feel like you have a pretty good grasp on things right now, or at least a better grasp than the majority.
I've played very little Zerg. I've played a lot of TVP, a fair bit of PvP. Because PvP,
Zerg hasn't changed that much, really.
Yeah.
Did they even change the Swarm host? Did they?
Very fast. Swarm hosts are really slow off creep now. So Swarm hosts are nowhere near as. I thought they were a bit broken, to be fair, before.
Dude, I agree. I think Swarm hosts are actually still wicked underutilized. I think they're always strong. I honestly don't know how to beat Swarm host when I face them in the current meta. Like, I face Swarm host, and I honestly don't know what I should be doing as Protoss. I like,
it's so
have
hard
to
because like you've got to force the Locusts out early, but then it's like, well, Zerg, getting a Protoss on the map is half the battle, right? It's like, oh, you're gonna come out and let me kill your army and counterattack all your. It's like, if you're doing Storm Turtle, it's so hard to deal with.
It is, because it's just even just a couple of waves of free damage. Like, it's just I don't really know. Like I've tried double Colossus. I've tried sometimes you just feel like you have to attack because like I can't deal with these locusts right now, and then I die. Yeah, I don't know. It's the thing I don't like right now, and you can agree or disagree with me, but I think I don't really like how they didn't change Hydra or Bane, mostly on the course of they made like, it's kind of like when the last major patch came out. I think they made they made so many changes that it just made it seem like you were definitely gonna go mech, right? They made a million mech changes that I was like, well, mech almost seems like it could be better than bio, which obviously we know didn't really happen, but they made a lot of changes that's like they almost over buffed mech. It was what it felt like in the last major patch going into it. That you wanted to try mech, and now with Zerg, the way I see it, I mean, you don't really always want to change everything at all times, but Hydra Bane is so good right now that I don't know why Zerg players aren't just going to keep going Hydra Bane. There's no real incentive for them to change up their style at all. So I'm kind of nervous that it's going to be so much new things for Protoss to have to worry about that Hydra Bane's just still going to be really strong.
Yeah, I think realistically, it's like Infestor's changed a little bit, but it's still an Infestor. It's not going to be the core thing. And there's the Lurker Digging Claws upgrade, which is Hive Tech, so it's like really, really out of it.
Oh, Lurkers? Lurkers are Hive Tech now? Okay.
The upgrade for them. So you can get them out faster, so Lurker timings can hit faster, because you can get your Hydra upgrade, and the Lurker Den is a separate structure.
Right, I knew that.
So you can upgrade your Hydras and build a Lurker Den, but then once you get a Hive, you can upgrade Digging Claws, and it makes your Lurkers like run around like Hellions and burrow super.
Oh wow!
Basically.
Is that new?
So like yeah. So it's really funny because like I was playing a game where I was wrecking Zerg, and then like the Lurkers are just like in my natural. I'm like, where the hell did they get there? Like they're just running around the map so fast.
That's
and I was
crazy.
Like, actually letting them outposition me. But they're still Lurkers, right? Like as a Protoss, you're playing Lurkers. You're like, well, I'm gonna push here,
and
all your Lurkers need to come defend, and they can't really run around.
That's pretty crazy.
It's a bit awkward. It's so late in the game. It's like, are you really getting Digging Claws when you're at Hive Tech? I feel like there's these floating fucking furry moustaches that shoot babies, which you're probably going to be teching to at Hive Tech instead.
That's true. I don't know. You probably haven't faced much Mass Carrier. I don't know if Mass Carrier is weaker now. Because they changed... I guess they changed the fungal a little bit, but they changed... Carriers are 5 more minerals per interceptor, I believe.
That's true.
So,
hey, do you want to hop into a game? We can keep chatting while we
sure.
play TVP.
The thing that's interesting to me, thinking about the carrier's development as well in the meta, is that it wasn't very long ago that the carrier was never used. Right now, the carrier is like, the end all say all for a decent amount of games, but it's
good luck. Have fun.
It was just like, it was really never used for a long time. Like.
Yeah.
I mean, the auto build of interceptors was pretty important, and then obviously the cheaper interceptors. But they tried to change the carrier a while back, and I don't think people used it even then because Tempest were the king. And then I guess they changed over to. I mean, they nerfed the Tempest, so I guess it kind of went hand in hand. But they nerfed the Tempest ground attack or whatever.
Yeah, I mean the Tempest ground attack was so silly. Right. Every late game, it was just get Tempest and zone out your opponent.
Yeah. You think?
Sorry to the dudes on stream, by the way. They couldn't hear you this whole time, so only if they multi-twitch could they hear your side of the conversation. My bad.
I hope my stream. Can we hear Pig? I just assumed we would, I guess. Talking in a black hole. So you think it is interesting now with the mothership core or without the mothership core because you don't have to spend the extra 100.
Sorry. The right-hand side. There should be some announcement there. Alright. Sorry, man. What was that?
It's fine. I was just gonna say that it does give interesting situations because the mothership core you don't need to spend the money in the mothership core. Maybe you don't need as many pylons to be around. But I don't know. I'm like really excited for the new patch, but I'm also very scared. Because StarCraft is such a game where it's really so hard to it'd be the hardest job in the world to be the balance designer because it really things do change over time. Like over time, people do kind of figure things out. But it's a fine line of letting them figure it out and actually doing something about it. And I think I get scared that,
You need more energy, little
because
guy.
at least, Legulac or whatever, for a while when Legacy of the Void first came out, I think Protoss was really pretty struggling for a while. But then eventually Protoss did figure it out, right? The win rates did kind of even out eventually. But, oh my god, I canceled 2 probes to make a mothership core. And I couldn't make a mothership core. But, it was one of those things where eventually Protoss did figure it out, but it was kind of months of low win rates for Protoss. So I'm scared that it's going to be, it could happen to any race. Maybe Terran takes a big brunt, where Terran has a really low win rate for a while, but instead, it's like, do I nerf this, or do we just need more time? And I think that's one of the harder things to know, especially when a major patch hits. It's like, well...
Not enough minerals.
Oh yeah, you need to always drop 1 chrono into a store. But okay,
Yeah.
you figured it out. You're smart. I was about to say, my first few games on this, like every time I'd get in the base and kill 3 probes. So, okay, you're smart. You figured this one out on your own.
I'm getting there. I did kind of forget about the Reaper. Now, it is weird. Because if you really don't... It's like, the Mothership Core is gone, but in the same light, it's like, I didn't even really think she was that important. But she, like, you do kind of dictate all your builds around the Mothership Core.
Exactly. Like there's certain points where you can zone out just the edge of your base. Like you're like, I don't need to worry about drops
Right.
here as everything is third. And it's definitely a little bit different at that mid-game stage, but
Yeah.
there were a lot of situations where you were more focused on not having the mothership core, but just kind of going out and engaging in the open anyway. So
Yeah. I did forget that you could... I didn't really understand how the recall worked either. So last game I kind of botched it. I was really slow on my recall.
And it takes 4 seconds now, so it's like really bad for mid-combat. Like you need
really?
to see this
I-
round coming and activate it beforehand because it
okay.
takes so long to cast.
I know that versus... I know it's better like on returning units. Because it's instant when they get home.
Yeah.
Oh god. What is this
Research finished.
B, huh? B is shield back. Yeah, because like there were definitely games like now, like I'll have a couple Colossus in my main, and I'll be like, I got my Mothership Core, a couple Colossus, I'm good, and now I'm not sure if it will be good. It's definitely going to be a learning curve.
I think changing so much, it's going to change a lot about just all those little things in your builds, and yeah, figuring it out is going to be big. I remember,
You must place that in a power.
because I like learnt Protoss with Legacy of the Void, but yeah, it was like
Right.
this big period where people didn't know what to do. You know how like the Protoss player base kind of went down and stuff,
Yeah,
and everyone was
it's very down
complaining.
still, kind of.
Like when I first started doing my videos, I was like, wow, looking through all the forums, big thing I see is every Protoss forum is just players whining, and there was like one dude who would make a video once every 3 months that was like low GM explaining some stuff, and that was it.
Oh yeah.
So I remember being like, oh my god, Protoss players actually like have no idea what to do. This is why they're complaining so much. Like,
You have
there's just no guides out there on Protoss build orders or anything in Legacy.
It's true.
So the pros got on top of it, but I think a lot of the non-pros just kind of were like, fuck this is broken.
Yeah. I mean, as a Protoss player, I think one of the hardest things is like, I'm honestly like, I am excited for the patch. I'm excited for change. I honestly wish it was live now. I'd love to see it on the ladder and see what's good, what's bad, right? But I am definitely scared that, what if it's actually for the worse? What if it's actually not as good as we have it now?
Yeah, there's always that fear, I think. Like, whenever people are asking pros...
Oh, is
and it's
thermal
like,
lance a lot
yeah.
cheaper? Huh, okay.
Oh, yeah, they
Spoiler.
did that, didn't they?
It's 50
Oh,
less.
You start with 7 range, so thermal lance only gives you 2 range bonus.
Oh my god, I forgot I had blink. I never had blink this early.
Firstborn shall persevere.
You can shoot down units so fast.
Yeah, I heard
You need
stalkers
more
are
minerals.
good.
In my day, we mined 8
What are your thoughts on the new balance patch, Billy? Stalkers are good. Sums up most people's thoughts right now.
It does seem kind. I played like 100 games of Brood War when it first came out, and it does
Oh, yeah.
almost feel like they are
Upgrade complete.
kind of trying to get back to that with the Stalker being really strong, kind of like the Dragoon is really strong.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was thinking. And when you're microing it as well with the new
yeah,
delay on
it feels a little
that way.
more similar for sure. Yeah, I don't really know how to defend my base in case you're thinking about doing a Doom job.
Whoa.
Faith. Yes.
Okay, that's not cool. You think? Oh, should I be building shield batteries like in my base? You think? In my mineral line, I mean.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, that could be good. Oh, really, dude?
Just a casual three-pronged douchebag.
More pylons. Like lots
That
more.
was pretty low. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You must be
Ow.
Stalkers?
pylons.
The first volley is so good now, man.
I'm gonna need it. Holy moly, you did a little too much damage there. I'm gonna need to retaliate if you don't mind.
Warp in more pylons. We're running out of minerals.
Bring on your retaliations.
I gotta get used to pressing BB. Oh, you got two Colossus. You got two tanks here, huh? What's that about?
You can't warp in there. Not enough.
Try and break that. I
Well,
was like, oh god, thank god I have these tanks.
yeah, tanks are still the same, I think, mostly, right?
Mineral field.
There's still what?
They didn't change the tank at all.
Nope.
Ancient glory reborn. I live on.
Mineral field
The
depleted.
book, I haven't written the book yet on the Disruptor,
That mineral
but
field-
my initial thoughts are it will be
You must place that.
extinct. Like, is
Yeah.
that harsh?
Glory to the day.
I'm really getting in all my disruptive time at the moment, dude. Like my standard PVT every game is just a drop.
Yeah.
I'm just like, enjoy
pretty
it
fun,
while it
too.
lasts.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Because I just don't know. I just don't see it once the game changes. So, like, charge lots and lings alone are just going to be way too hard. Like, you'll just never be able to get the actual shots you want to hit with disruptors, like all the zealots. Or lings.
Yeah, I was testing it out against Jason when it first came out, and he was just like getting used to pulling a marine and just out of the ball into the disruptor shot, and it was just like so comical to see that. It was like the new micro isn't splitting; you just send one unit into it, ignore it otherwise. It was like what?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I honestly feel like, and this could be incorrect, but I feel like most of the people that complain about
You need more
skins
minerals.
like
In
the
my
Disruptor,
day,
or I feel like a decent amount of people that complain honestly don't play the game. Like, sometimes I feel like people are like, yeah, I don't really like how there's this huge insta-win damage. I mean, I get it. I mean, that is a valid point, but sometimes I see that and I say, I don't know how much this person's even
Yeah.
playing anyway.
What? Fucking observers! God damn.
What'd you
I
have
love
in there?
how I
You have
still
something
have that-
special? You have Ghost in there?
No, I just still have that moment always where I'm like, Rapax! And I'm like, there's a thing called an observer, mate. There's a thing called an observer. They do exist.
Upgrade complete. You can't warp in there.
Yes.
Bigger, faster, stronger, upgraded.
Glory to the Daylong.
Oh boy. You would. Don't do it.
I have met the end.
Don't you dare do it.
You're out of supply. Make more pylons.
Stop that.
Warp in more pylons.
Glorious combat is upon us.
God! This new Disruptor's got me
Yes.
tilted.
Pylon under attack.
Glory to the day.
Hey, your base is under attack, man.
Oh, you did come in. Whoops.
Hello.
You can't warp in there.
Oh god. Oh god! My probes.
No!
Gonna
Your
wager that
probes are
was
under attack.
not ideal for you. Oh, you can't kill my probes because I got the thing on them.
Met the enemy.
Enjoy that.
Where shall
Oh yeah, there's a base there.
Don't sound too proud. It will not be there for long.
Mine more minerals.
Neither will that.
On credit.
Whatever.
I do wish I had a mothership core. I'm not gonna lie to
Your
you.
probes are getting wrecked. Not enough minerals.
glorious combat? The firstborn shall persevere.
Oh my god. Yep, stalkers definitely are weird to kill liberators. I will tell you that.
It's really weird getting used to the new kind of stutter step delay and everything.
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I can just snipe every single one of these.
Yeah, your stutter step will be way off at first.
I honestly wonder if immortals are better now. Better than disruptors.
Combat awaits. We serve with glory to the day.
Alright.
Do you hear my keyboard all the time?
Just softly. Not too bad.
I'm really trying to spam my keys to impress you.
Mate, I'm playing with the can. Come on. I don't need anything else.
Yes.
I've already got the royal treatment right here.
Glorious combat. The firstborn shall persevere.
MCanning misses his old disruptor.
I have met the enemy.
Why aren't you siege? Thing.
Yeah, wow. Wow. See, like, it's just not getting enough, though. I don't know. That's like the only time I can see it being useful, and even then I didn't think it was that useful there.
Yeah.
Not enough SVN gas.
Useful enough anyway.
Only 5 gas per barrel.
It's weird. I'm still not decided on it.
I mean, I feel like if these were 5 immortals, I feel like that'd be better than what I currently have.
Yeah, almost definitely.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh god. Honestly, handling large amounts of liberators is not as easy now with just stalkers.
Your pylon is under attack.
I think once you get the timing down in the stutter step, it should be pretty similar. But yeah, maybe you can't just like one shot them as much. You're just gonna need to split your stalkers up and kind of do that stuff.
Your base is under attack again. You can't work. We need more pylon. They're going after your pylon.
Oh! Probably could use my disruptor shot there, huh?
GG. Well played. Nice.
I do wonder if the ghost timing would have killed me, because it hits pretty early, right? It's pretty damn early.
Yeah. You know what? I actually haven't tested yet. Let's play another. I'm just do a normal build. I'm gonna possible ghost.
Your mic.
Even
cut
though
out.
this is like so easily scout. Oh, sorry. I'm
What are you
just
gonna
do a
do?
normal build.
You want me to just do a
I'm
normal?
gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I mean, actually, do whatever. Just react to what you say. I'm gonna just test how fast a ghost timing can possibly hit.
Okay.
If it's like I proxy my first barracks levels of stupid, like no
Yeah.
expansion.
Yeah, I mean that's what
Just
I
like
kind of expect.
the
Yeah,
We
okay.
need more
I mean,
The
the way I would do it
dumb
if I was you is, like, make it look like you just have a little bit of a late barracks in your main, so it doesn't look crazy proxied. It's like a kind of a fast 2-racks I see sometimes, where
yeah, like that's the build I was telling you
yeah,
about.
okay, yeah.
Like,
Where
it
it
looks a lot
looks
like
semi-normal, but it's not.
Mine more minerals.
Yeah,
You can't buy
that one
some-
hits like several minutes later though. So like I'm
Okay,
just.
yeah, okay. You're just gonna go.
Just-
Yeah.
Is it like possible to like fake out this sort of build and then like maybe
Maybe.
You know, maybe you can make it look really scary or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I mean, I guess the way as a Protoss player I'll know that you're actually doing. I guess Stalkers are really pretty good against like Cyclones and stuff now, or with the battery shield. I think you can actually fight them. early
Oh,
game.
they're so much better. Yeah.
So that will be good. I think
Not even with the shield battery, just stutter stepping.
in general. Okay. I think
Really good, yeah.
yeah, because I mean it's gonna take like the meta to develop, right? But like when I come over across the map and I see no barracks in your base, I will. Maybe I'll be able to instantly know it's Ghost, or maybe I'll be scared of, you know, quick Cyclone, quick Tank, quick Liberator, something like that. But if I can narrow it down to a Ghost Rush, then it might be easy to handle. But if all the other Terran early pressures that are in the game right now are still relevant, then yeah, it would be pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this looks exactly like Proxy Cyclone, double gas, or Proxy Factory. Like this could easily open to be the same exact thing as a 1-on-1. But you're not gonna open with like a Reaper here, would you? I guess
Nope.
I'll react like I would
Whoa,
normally.
we need more energy.
See, I mean,
little
me
guy.
not seeing a Reaper, well, that actually wouldn't even tell me that much, because sometimes I don't see a Reaper and they'll just go quick Cyclone into fast tank, follow up.
Yeah, so the Ghost can hit just after 230.
230?
Yeah.
Actually, that's not.
But I mean,
that's not.
if you just go one base robo,
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
what I'm doing.
super easy.
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty reasonable. I feel like
It's not like a Ghost massacres a probe line as well. Like it needs some time in it. If you lose a couple probes, it really doesn't matter.
yeah, that's true. The thing is, though, I do wonder, because if you went for like sometimes the fast one base tanks, even if I go one base robo, I don't hold. They break me, so I do wonder.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're already in? Ooh, I'm in trouble. Oh god, I'm in trouble. Stop that.
Probes are getting wrecked.
If I had this in my mineral line, would that actually save my probes?
Yeah.
You think? Save them enough,
Yeah.
probably.
It would make them take 4 hits rather than 2 to die. I think. Oh no, it would actually save them.
We need more energy, little guy. Mine more minerals.
This is still a huge investment for you, though. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, this is like one base. I have nothing behind this. Now I could have had a second Ghost.
Not enough energy.
I got supply blocked because I'm a noob. But
That thing in my mineral line actually went huge too. Oh, you're in my base.
But yeah, look at this. So
You
he
literally can't
actually
even
just
kill it.
can't.
I mean, I'm about to run out
Yeah,
of
you can't
energy.
kill it until you run out of energy.
Wow.
All right,
Well, okay,
That's
that's maybe
cute.
not that crazy.
that's cute.
Yeah.
Not enough minerals.
Even without the shield battery,
Yeah, you're still really committed
you
here.
could have got a robo faster, and
Yeah,
that's the
could've.
thing is you can absorb quite a few losses. Like
Yeah.
it'll be fine. Because only now, like I could have had my CC down, but I've got nothing. Or I could put a factory down or a second barrack. All I have, so
You ever?
classic case of super
Even
all
if
in.
even if you scan and kill my obs here, it really doesn't matter. Because
Yeah,
I have
because
the
they
shield
run out
battery,
of energy
and
too
I have the
fast
shield battery,
anyway.
and you wouldn't be able to kill anything.
That's
yeah.
actually really cool. The shield battery in the middle. I
Yeah,
like that.
that's gonna be good versus like oracles and stuff too. Because one of the things I am most scared about is definitely early game oracle, or just early. I mean, I think early game PvP without the mothership core is gonna be
They're attacking our
absolutely
probes. Watch your mineral line.
not
Yeah,
fun.
it's one base all in central. Like Gemini and Varen kept being, oh sorry, not Varen, Annihilator and Gemini kept
Yep.
being like, oh look, I'll do this build and this build, and I was like, guys, and I just kept four-gating them over and over again, and they couldn't stop it. And I was like, what? There's no mothership core. Why are you trying to build expansions? Like,
Yeah.
you need to really adapt. you
That's
know,
something
to
I've
the-
said on my stream many times. Is like people are quick to forget how horrible PvP was in Wings, and it really wasn't even great in HOTS. Like it would be like 3-gate blink would beat 4-gate blink all in would beat 3-gate blink robo. Like it was just super cutthroat in HOTS even. In Wings it was obviously worse. It'd be 4-gate versus 4-gate versus. I have like you had like robo Twilight. Oh wait, was there Twilight in Wings? I think there was, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
You must.
You'd literally go like every piece of tech off one base, then you'd be like, okay, now I'm expanding, and your opponent would be like, well, yeah, you actually weren't supposed to expand yet, and you would die.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. So it's still like that. GG's. So ghosts. only do 20 damage a shot, so they can get healed infinitely. Oracle does 25, so it does 5
Yeah,
hull
you
damage
can
with a
kill
per
probes with
shot.
an Oracle, right?
4 shots, yeah. So it's normally 2 shots, so it's double the time to kill each probe, which is still pretty damn good longevity.
Yeah.
So even if you've only got 1 or 2 stalkers in the mineral line, it's like you're not going to take game end damage. Oracle.
If you had a battery shield and they had Phoenix and they lifted up your probe, would it help or no?
If there's only 1 Phoenix shooting it, yeah. Because Phoenix do like what?
They'd
20
kill it in 2
damage
shots.
flat?
They'd kill it in 2 shots.
Something like that? Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm imagining a situation where I have 3 battery shields in my mineral line just defending. Doesn't seem that good. I mean, because it is cheap. The battery shield is cheap. Like, the price seems pretty
but,
fair.
like, it kind of is, but at the same time, you have to build it, and it's such a small area, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta like
true.
slow down your
That's
mining
true.
a little bit. You put it in your mineral line, and the thing is, like, that's cool. What's it cool for? It is cool for helping defend harass. Maybe you have
And
one
it's-
shield battery in each mineral line. That's funky, but that's extra expenditure. And if there's a full drop there, and you only have 1 stalker,
Yeah.
the Marines are still going to just kill the stalker. Like, it's going to run out of energy, right? You still need to get units in position to defend. So the problem I have is in the early game, Protoss takes a third at the moment with no units, right? You have a mothership core, you get your third off like very few gateway units. You only build more if you scout stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's-
now it's going to be
that's-
like, are you going to build a safety shield battery in a mineral line? How are you going to get the third down? How are you going to have units in the main to make the shield battery useful so it isn't just like it buys 20 seconds and then runs out of energy and does nothing? And also secure the third at the same time. So I think this is like the problem.
Right, I thought about the same thing. You're definitely right about that.
I kind of like, I'm not sure about it. I
Yeah.
think maybe, me and Gemini were saying maybe double energy on it because it starts with a longer cast range. Because at the
Yeah.
moment it's such a narrow area.
It is a small
like,
area.
your opponent can just avoid it.
It is small. Yeah, that's true. That's a good thought. Because people were thinking that people were going to try to turn it into an offensive thing, and I really don't think you can turn it into a very offensive thing. Like I don't
Yeah.
really see offensive shield battery happening.
Me either.
Because you have to get the pylon and then the shield battery and then have gateway units. It's just it's just
Exactly.
not going to happen. It really is not. Like
No, actually, you just gave me a great idea to troll it on testing ladder. Just do an Archon drop, but you go and proxy your shield battery or 2, and then
Because
God,
MCanning
you
is
just keep
so
fighting
cool.
the Zerg's units like front on, save them just before they run out of shields. You go and heal at this like shield battery that's hidden at their 4th base. You go straight back in and fight double Archon drop.
yeah.
That would actually be so funny.
Yeah.
Not actually a viable strategy, but a
That would be
good
funny.
way to get some cheeky YouTube views. So we can do that tomorrow, man.
I think, yeah. I mean, because you said it right, where, like, that is definitely, like, as a Protoss player, and, you know, I know your Zerg fan base might not love me, but I am definitely scared, because, when Legacy of the Void first came out, like, Protoss really struggled, but we did pick it back up, and the win rates did eventually even out. But when Legacy of the Void first came out, right, they really nerfed the Colossus, where you couldn't really go Colossus anymore, right? The Colossus, became extinct. And that was basically all Protoss knew for the last 4 years of Wings and Hots. So you kind of wiped out a lot of Protoss builds when StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void happened. I mean, I think the macro changes also affect that with the bad timings with the sentries and stuff, by sentries not being very used. But now you have this new patch coming out, and with the Mothership core gone, that's arguably larger than losing the Colossus. I mean, we didn't obviously lose the Colossus and still seen PvT a lot now these days, but it just seems like the Mothership, like you said it right, like it's
Yeah.
Protoss versus Terran. Although I've been playing really defensive PvT. I've been going like 5-gate Colossus and then finally taking a third. But like a lot of Protoss builds relied on you'd have like one or no units in just a Mothership core. That's like what you would do. You would literally have no units in the early game. So now you have to like compensate and get faster units out, and then it slows down the rest of your build and the rest of your tech, and it really just has a big ripple disadvantage where all of a sudden your timings are slower. It's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting because like if you have to
Yeah,
make
100%.
even if you make 3 stalkers, right? Maybe you miss on 2 gateways, a later Robo Bay. Could be anything really. So.
It's going to be really curious. Good point from Hannibal Barker. If people are like, we're going to skip detection, but we're going to build a shield battery in each mineral line, you can wait for 2 ghosts, and then you can one-shot probes if you make sure you focus fire them, time it out so they attack at the same time. So it's a cute little thing you could do, but
Yeah,
you've got
that's
to
good.
like
That's
delay so long for those.
Yeah,
guys
you
to
do.
stack.
And I think
So it's still pretty.
if the Protoss didn't scout, it'd be good. But if the Protoss scouted and saw you had no barracks in your main base, you would kind of piece it together. And by that time, you
Yeah.
probably would have an observer out. But you could try to, scan and kill the observer. That usually happens on those ghost builds. I don't know if you've been doing that, but they always have one scan. And they try to snipe the observer. But I don't know if it's gonna be as big with the battery
the
shield.
old ghost pepper. Yeah, snipe the obs and.
I mean, right now, what are the biggest changes that even happened to Zerg? I can't even think, because they didn't change
Really,
the
really small.
Yeah, you guys didn't get much. I mean, they messed around with the Infestor, but then they've already brought it back. The Viper
Just
was a
like
pretty big change.
merges,
The Viper was a
really.
pretty big change.
Oh yeah, parasitic bomb. Yeah. There's a 1 second delay on parasitic bomb now. And it does 180 damage.
I heard
which
you
is
say it's
pretty-
like three
pretty
times
epic.
what it used to be. I was watching you.
3 times. Yeah.
So I think that's a pretty big thing. I think that will help with Sky Toss, because I don't know how often, because a lot of times even if you're trying to stack Vipers, stack Parasitic Bomb, a lot of times all the Vipers will just instantly die. So
Yeah, exactly.
this could be better. And I do think
Yeah,
I
single
do wonder
parasitic bomb.
if it's going to be much better. Like, people are scared, or they were scared, now that they've changed the Infestor back. People were scared of Muta's reigning supreme in ZVZ, kind of, because no fungal. But I thought the Vipers
Yeah.
might be an answer because they do so much damage now. But maybe not. Maybe not enough damage.
It definitely is possible. Like there was an old style of anti-muta ZVZ where you would not even try to contest the mutas, and you just like rush to hive and get out like vipers, and rush to ultras, and I do like the idea that a single viper or two just dropping 1 or 2 parasitic bombs is a much bigger threat now. Whereas with the 60 damage parasitic bomb at high level, it's
Yeah.
like
They would just
pretty
all die.
meaningless. Like
yeah. And you have to get
Gumio,
pretty
like,
close. You
has
have to get
all
pretty
its
close.
units. Yeah, and like the Vikings could just land to get out of it, and people
Yeah.
were just really good at splitting and stuff.
You think Zerg is?
Anyway,
Oh, you get taken off? I'm sorry, I'm holding you out.
yeah, no, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'm just like super low on energy today, and I'm
It's all good.
live for like 8.5 hours or something. Oh, I better get out of here.
Sounds
But
good.
thanks heaps for the games, man. Yeah, we should play just whenever, hop on, play a few games,
Yeah, I'm
test
down
it.
to do it a lot for sure, man. I'm kind of getting bored of the ladder right now, so I'm down to do this whenever.
Hells yeah. All right, man. We'll have a good stream.
Take it easy.
I'll
Thanks,
catch
dude.
you later, bro. Have a good one.
Later, man. That was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of that. This is a good preview. I mean, Pig is one of the better guys to play with right now because he's played so much, right? He's played a lot of the balanced test map, so he's definitely going to give us a pretty good perspective on the game right now. And yeah, that was pretty fun. KJ, thanks for the $20.